Here's the thing that I would tell you right now. If you have set a New Year's resolution for yourself, whether it's to lose weight, whether it's to just walk more, whether it's to eat better, whether it's to start to start focusing on longevity. Maybe you've listened to the podcast and you thought to yourself, you know what, I want to start focusing on my future self. I want to meet myself in the future and be happy with the future me that I meet. Whatever the case may be, you have got to truly, and I would say start right now, pull out a journal, pull out a piece of paper and write a contract with yourself and determine why you want this good health. And if you just set a New Year's resolution, for example, that starts with, I want to lose 10 or 15 pounds. And you can't tell me exactly a why beyond other than because I want to fit back in my clothes. I just want to look better. That is a perfectly reasonable why, but it's probably not going to be a why that sustains you. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you've lived pretty comfortably with this bigger you for probably some time. You were able to live with yourself long enough to get there. You've lived with yourself long enough to have the 10 to 15 extra pounds. So therefore, it's only going to be willpower that gets you through that. And I want to talk real quickly, tactically from the standpoint of why willpower, if any of you out there are trying to create a habit, why willpower will not work. It's because willpower does have its value. It will help get you started. But if you're using willpower in February and March to get you to the gym, to get you to not eat the things that you want to eat less, then there becomes a struggle and there becomes a battle. If you're leveraging willpower, that means that there's something in you. Your will is having to push through some form of resistance. And eventually, if you battle long enough, you will become battle weary. So what you have to do is you have to make this something that is habitual. So the first step, you need to define the why. Why do you want to be in better health? Why is it worth it to you? Because the why will pull you through those times of resistance. If you can clearly identify why it is you're doing the things you're doing, and it means enough to you, then the disappointment of not performing the task, of not taking the supplement, of not doing the right nutritional habits that you know are going to make you healthy, that will let you down to a point where you will feel that intrinsic pain and it will pull you through. So first is get the why. And then tactically, if it's all right, Dr. Gus, I'd like to talk about the supplementation. And I've got a real easy one that, folks, this is how you create a habit. So our mutual friend, Dr. James Quandall, whenever he had his podcast, he still has his podcast, he needs to revive it because it's a great show. He sent me a guest kit one time. I don't know if you got a guest kit because you were a guest on his show before you were a guest on my show, but he sent me some Thorne vitamin DK2. Now, if I just decided that I wanted to implement the consumption of vitamin DK2 in my diet and decided, you know what, I am going to, and it was liquid, it's drops. I'm just going to start taking my DK2 every day. I've never done it before.